boy, here we go.
Welcome.
As always, Zion greeted us at the entrance. I glimpsed at the counter while Zion led us to our seats. They were still selling chocolate cookies in front of the counter. That reminded me of Red again. He looked so gloomy. Should I get some on my way home? I think so. I gave them to Red last time to cheer him up. He seemed to feel better after I gave it to him. No, but first I wanted to know what was making him so sad. I didn't know how to comfort him since I didn't know why.
What are you thinking about?
Huh? I came back to my senses and saw Tay right in front of me. We're at her seat. Soy and Shimby were already in their seats and staring at me, awkwardly standing. Tay playfully waved his hand in front of my face.
Here, your seat.
Shimby pointed at the empty seat. I hurriedly sat down. Soy finally started talking as I sat down and spoke like an actress on stage.
Haha! Hello, Tay! We're lucky to have you take our orders.
Oh, I know you guys. I should at least say hi.
As Tay smiled at me, Soy almost drooled. She's probably glad that I'm here with her. At that moment, Soy said with her glistening eyes,
But Tay, can I ask you something?
Huh? What is it?
Tay turned his eyes away from me and looked at Soy.
So, do a lot of girls give you presents? I mean, since you're so popular.
Oh, well, I don't know. I think Red from my class gets a lot of presents.
Red? Tay smiled awkwardly. I mean, I guess it's too embarrassing for him to talk about how popular he is. But for some reason I was bothered by what he said about Red. I don't think he made it up. But I mean, there was a Red fan even among the girls who attacked me. I felt creeped out to think about that incident again. I shook my head and tried to shake off the thought. Tay continued.
But it takes responsibility to accept gifts people care to give you. So I try to refuse taking it.
Oh, I heard that too. But you never really accepted a present? Not even once?
I then realized what Soy wanted to say. No, to be more exact, I realized what you wanted to hear. At Soy's words, Tay looked at me. He must have remembered Soy's candies he got from me.
I did take it once.
At those words, Soy's face heated up instantly. Oh my god, this is not working out. I can't believe Soy blushed at just that. This doesn't make sense. Soy must really be in love with Tay. Infatuation. She asked again, her eyes spattering out hearts.
Aha, I see. Just once. What present was it?
Tay seemed a bit confused at Soy's question, but answered willingly.
It was a bag of candies.
Oh, candy. Candy's nice. Was it good?
Yeah, they were very good.
Tay said with a sweet smile. Soy looked like she'd melt away any minute now. I really felt super awkward to sit in between the two. Soy was about to ask something again when we heard Mr. Hobbin's voice. Tay, don't play around and come help in the kitchen. Thank goodness for Mr. Hobbin.
Oh, okay. Sorry, guys, I have to go.
No need to be sorry. Go ahead.
Soy even waved her hands as she said bye. Tay turned away and headed back to the kitchen. As soon as he disappeared, Soy drooped and plopped down on the table. She must have been tired keeping a straight posture in front of Tay. Soy buried herself on the chair and mumbled in a small voice.
I can die right now.
Don't die yet.
Why?
The exams aren't over yet.
Ah! You're spoiling the moment. Anyways, I'm so happy I feel like I can fly.
Soy gathered her hands looking overwhelmed. If I only consider her look, she reminds me of a saint.
The one present he took was the one from me. Oh.
Soy looked happy as if she already got her man. Are you that happy? Then are you going to tell him it's from you soon?
No, it's not the right time yet. The more important your mission is, the more crucial it is to find the perfect time. I'm thinking about telling him when I give him my next present.
Oh, I see.
But I don't know what to give him. It took me such a long time to figure out what to give him last time before I thought of candy.
So if you just put half that effort into the exams...
Humph! Are you actually saying that the exams are as important as Tay?
Oops, I guess they're no way similar.
Of course! It's obvious that
The exams are more important.
Right. Soy ignored us and started to think about the next present to give him. She looked excited, like she was picking her own present. I felt good to see her like that. But can she win him over just by giving him presents? Tay is very careful about relationships. That's why he doesn't take anyone's present. I don't think he'll open up just by getting gifts from a stranger. I did want Soy's plan to succeed, but I didn't feel so good about it. Oh. I hear vibrating.
Cutie, I think your phone's ringing.
Huh? Oh yeah, it is. I hurriedly checked my phone and it was vibrating. The name on the screen. Hello? Heroine, it's me. Oh yeah. I lowered the volume so Soy and Shimby won't hear. They still think that I only go to school with Red because of the play. Nothing good will come out of them knowing that we're closer than that. I was careful not to say his name out loud and took the call. Nothing happened, right? Huh? What do you mean? I didn't go home with you, so I got worried. Huh? You called me to ask me that? Yeah. Yeah. Nothing happened. Thanks for worrying. It's a bit noisy. You're not home? Where are you? Here? It's Banjul. Oh, you're still there. All right. He hung up after saying that. Oh, Red. Did the rehearsal end early? I checked the clock and realized he should be in rehearsal right now. Calling because he worried. Red is kind of cute that way. It was a different kind of cuteness from Yano.
who was it?
Oh, just... I couldn't tell them it was Red and evaded answering. Excuse me. Choking on saliva. Thankfully, Soy was completely engrossed in watching Tay, so she didn't care. And she started to inform us about her plan to win over Tay's heart.
It's important to let him know how I feel, but first it's crucial that I create a sense of mystery. Shinbi, how do you create a sense of mystery? You see, all you have to do is keep your mouth closed.
Would that really work on Tay? But if I disagree, so I will definitely make a feel upset. So I just listen quietly. Oh dear. Like that, we drank our tea and... Our tea? We drank our tea and chatted. I think I combined chatted and tea. Quite a lot of time passed as we listened to Soy's plan. How long is this plan exactly? Shinbi suddenly remembered she had a meeting with her agency, so we hurried up and got ready to leave. Soy said she was still satisfied for reaching her goal for today. Good, maybe she'll leave me alone for a little bit. I was about to pass the counter and leave when I noticed a small basket. It was a basket of the cookies they were selling. I stared at it for a while and stopped walking. Oh, I'm going to buy some things to go. You guys go ahead first.
Okay, see you tomorrow.
Yeah, see you.
I sent the two home and stood in front of the counter. I had just seen Tay while paying, but he came back again. You're going to buy some? Tay said while pointing at the chocolate cookies. Yeah, I think he liked them. Red, you mean? Yeah. At my answer, Tay stopped in the middle of wrapping. I feel like I'm entangled in a horrible love square. I asked him if something was wrong, but he just shook his head. It's nothing. Tay gave me his usual smile and helped me pay for the cookies. But he didn't give me back my change and hesitated for a while. About the candies you gave me yesterday. Huh? Oh, that. Yeah, why? You said you can't tell me who it's from, right? Yeah. I avoided his gaze on purpose. But Tay was smarter than me. Cutie. Tay called my name in a serious voice. Anyone would have no choice but to turn around when he calls you in that voice. I ended up facing him feeling guilty as if I did something wrong. You said you can't reveal who it's from, but... It's not... from you, is it? Oh, me? It's not me. I was anxious about whether he'd mentioned Soy, but Tay said something completely unexpected. Did he think I prepared it for him? Oh gosh, do you think? I thought Tay'd know right away that it wasn't me.
I see.
Huh?
It's nothing. Here, you have to take this.
Tay handed me the wrapped cookies and my change. I took them, feeling I did something bad to him. Tay told me to get home safely and waved his hand. I felt Tay staring at me even as I opened the door and left the cafe. Good grief. Well, at least we got away, kind of. Eeh. Should I take the bus? Huh? I was looking around the streets, but something was weird. Everyone was turning their heads and glimpsing at something. Is something there? Huh? I saw a familiar uniform where everyone was staring at. No, it wasn't just a familiar uniform. That's the red hair I see every day. Red? As I called him, he turned around. It really is red. Aw, were you waiting out here for me? That is so sweet. Oh, Heroine, did you just come out? Oh, yeah, but what are you doing here? I waited for you. Me? Yeah, I told you. I'm going to be by your side now. Oh. I remembered what he said as we ran through the alley. He must have remembered that. I didn't know he'd keep the promise. I'm touched. Thank you. Red looked embarrassed at my thanks and rubbed his nose. He's always scratching or rubbing something on his head. Like his head, his cheek, his nose. Then should we go? Red walked right by my side like when we go to school. I really feel like I've met my knight in shining armor. Yeah, no kidding. The bus stopped. Red had me get off first this time too and followed me. And he came right by my side again and walked. This feels like I have a pet dog beside me. Shiny knight in armor sounded better. But I'll get embarrassed if Red notices how I feel. I tried my best not to smile. And I asked him what I'd been wondering about before. Did rehearsal end early today? I was surprised you were at Banjul. Red flinched at what I said. Yeah. I asked if we could end early. I didn't know when you'd leave, so I wanted to wait for you. Red said while smiling. Oh, that's why he called earlier. We would have missed each other if I had gone home. Then he would have gone home by himself, and then the rehearsals would have ended early for nothing. But above everything else, I'm so thankful that he puts my safety first. I wanted to say thanks, but I didn't, since I wanted to give him the chocolate cookies first. I rummaged through my bag. At the sound, Red looked curiously into my bag. Aw, so that's what they look like. Ta-da! Wow. Are these for me? Yeah, you seem to like them. Red's expression grew brighter at my words. Thanks, Heroine. I felt good to see him smile so cheerfully. Yeah, this is... oh dear. Choking on emotion. Yes, this is the Red I know. I was worried since he looked so sullen, but I think he feels better now. I was about to give him a bright smile when... Huh? Red, what's wrong? Red seemed to be caught up in his thoughts with the cookies in his hands. We slowly stopped walking. Red glanced back and forth between the gift in his hand and my face and finally opened his mouth. Can I ask you something? What is it? Why are you giving this to me? Oh, that's... I was lost for words at the sudden question. Why did I give it to him? That's... when Grandpa was alive? Oh, right, I used to bring stuff for him. No. It's a lot more personal than that, I think. It's because you like it. It's because you like them. I kept remembering how much you liked the cookie last time. Red stared at me. He seems to be asking if that's really it. Because of his expression, I began to think again. Come to think of it, it might just be my habit. And then we just go to this one anyway. Oh, come to think of it, when Grandpa was alive, I used to often buy sweets on my way home. Grandpa liked those things. I think it's become a habit. Red seemed caught up in his thoughts for a while. Grandpa. Yeah. Come to think of it, you talked about him sometimes. I remember hearing about him when I was a doll. You didn't say anything specific, but you said you miss him a lot. Red slurred his words a bit and frowned for a while. He hesitated, but soon started talking again. What was your grandfather like? I want to know. Lance must know everything, though. That makes me mad. I was about to get serious, but I couldn't help but laugh to see him burn with resentment towards Lance. I'm sorry, I just happened to have him at the time. Red looks really simple-minded, but I think he has a lot of problems of his own. Aww, poor Red. He might have wanted to ask about Grandpa for a while now, but it was hard to explain. Where should I start? Grandpa is too important for me to just describe him with a couple words. Red clapped from seeing me think and said, You know, I don't really know, but he's very important to you and he's influenced you a lot, so... Yeah, isn't he a great man? A really awesome hero. A great man and a hero. Well, at least to me he is. Red didn't know Grandpa, but I felt good to hear Red speak highly of him. Grandpa would have laughed out loud to hear this. I hope I become someone like that. Huh? What? Red mumbled something, but it was so small I couldn't hear him. But Red didn't answer and just smiled awkwardly, and he lowered his head and looked at the cookies in his hand. Why aren't you eating? The chocolate will melt if you hold it like that. I thought it was odd and asked Red, but he looked at me with a hardened expression. Heroine? Yeah? What do you think about great men or heroes? Are you talking about Grandpa? No, no, I'll just change my question. Huh? What do you like about the commander? Huh? Tay? I was taken aback at him suddenly mentioning Tay when we were talking about Grandpa. Why is he asking me like that? He's trying to tell you what's on his mind. Pick up on the signals. I thought for a while and answered. Well, he's nice. He's like a big brother. He takes care of you. Like a nagging mama. Oh. Isn't that why he's popular? Well, of course his handsome looks are the biggest reason. I remember Soy head over heels in love with Tay and calling him Prince Sunshine or something like that. I was smirking at the thought of Soy, but Red looked sullen again. What's really going on with him? I feel like Red's like that because of something I said. Did I say something wrong without noticing? Just tell him he's even handsomer. I couldn't stand it and asked Red. Red, something's going on with you, isn't it? Why are you so down? Huh? Me? Then who else? You were like that during dinner yesterday and this morning, too. You're like that even now. You seem so lifeless. And you actually look kind of angry right now with your expression. He was a bit weird after music class, too, when he told me I could miss the rehearsal today. I didn't even ask him. After that, he trudged into the music room again. Red looked sorry for making me worry and scratched his head. What's wrong? I was bothered the whole day because of what you said this morning. What I said this morning? Yeah. Don't you remember what you told me on the way to school? You said you'd support me. I didn't know what you were talking about. Does it have to do with why you've been so gloomy lately? I can't tell you that. But I meant what I said. If you don't explain and just say whatever, then I have no idea. I'm sorry. I was feeling a bit frustrated talking to him when he suddenly yelled out loud. I couldn't say anything back because of Red's expression. His clenched fist told me he wanted to hit someone, but his face looked like he'd just been hit. Why does he look so hurt? I felt confused. I'm sorry, I don't have the courage to tell you everything you want to know. But I'll be by your side no matter what happens. I really mean it. When I say that I want to be the one by your side forever. And I'll help you with whatever troubles you. So that's why I said I'd support you with whatever you choose. You're my one and only owner, and my only heroine. I was lost for words from what Red said. Wow. I felt my head heat up. I feel like I just heard someone confess their love to me, basically. Huh? Oh, hello. Red didn't notice how red my face turned and held onto my hands. I think my hands will get red too. No, is my whole vision turning red? What is all these apostrophes for? I feel like Red's blushing too. Wow. Even if I can't stand by your side, I'll be happy with just being around you. So I'll become a great hero, Red said as if pledging to me. Aww. After saying that, he slowly let go of my hands, and he held up the bag of cookies in his other hand and smiled. Thanks for the cookies. The ones you bring taste the best. And about the play. Yeah? I flinched a bit at him bringing up the subject that's been bothering me anyways. It's only been 2 days since I said I'd do it, and I already missed a rehearsal. Although Red asked for me, I felt bad for thinking about it. If you don't really want to participate, you can think about it again. What? I was about to say that I'm sorry and I'd try harder from now on, but Red said something unexpected. Red avoided my surprised eyes. You said yes because I pushed you too much, right? And most importantly, Lance just put your name on the list. I couldn't deny the facts, so I just stayed quiet. Red must have taken my silence as a yes and looked a bit bitter. I realized afterwards that you might have something else you want to do. I was just so happy that you'd be in the play with me that it never crossed my mind. If I wasn't so insistent, you'd have done something else with your time, right? So, you could have worked in the cafe Tay works at. Oh. I was just listening quietly, but I couldn't stay quiet any longer at the last thing he said. I almost asked why he thought that, but I realized it's probably because I missed rehearsal to go to Banjul today. I hurriedly made my excuse. I think you're misunderstanding something. It's not that I don't like the drama club. Of course, I never thought that I'd be in the club, but now I changed my thoughts. It's an incredible opportunity to act in a school play. I think it's awesome to do something I'll remember for a long time. So, you did push me a bit, but now I feel thankful towards you and Lance. I worried if he'd still misunderstand and told him all my honest thoughts. Red listened quietly to what I had to say. He looked ambivalent when I said that it's not that I don't like the drama club, but he frowned when I mentioned Lance. He looked enraged. Lance, that jerk. The more I think about it, the more pissed I get. He said the play was worthless. He gave in and put in your name to protect you so nothing bad happens to you. I feel like I always lose to him. Red was troubled by the inferiority he feels from Lance again. Lance feels inferiority because of Red, and Red feels inferiority because of Lance. It's terrible. You guys are both beautiful people. The differences between them can be each of their strengths, but they always try to hurt each other. I quickly changed the subject to cheer him up. But now because of that, I can go to school and come home with you. You have no idea how relieved I am because of you. And Lance didn't do that. It's you, isn't it? I was a bit embarrassed at what I said and was blushing, but Red didn't say anything. I glimpsed at him and saw that his cheeks were a bit red too. Oh yeah, they are. Of course, that's what I promised to you. Red still seemed a bit sullen, but he seemed to cheer up from what I said. I'm glad. His expression was still a bit hardened, so I beamed at him. Thank you so much. Red looked at me and then quickly turned his head away. He let out a sigh. And he looked back at me with his face loosened. He quickly opened the bag of cookies I gave him. We shared the cookies and walked home. I feel like the sweetness is filling up the spaces between us.